Notice I'm letting you do it. Hello, it's Miss Hall.
And Ms. Nelson, and today we're going to be talking about monetary incentives. So monetary incentives are very closely related to your tax project that we did, except for now we are talking about money that you were going to be taking off. You were saving money now instead of having to add an extra amount as we did with tax. So let's jump right in. Number one says printer A costs $75 and has a 15% rebate. Printer B costs $75 and has a $12 coupon. Which is the best incentive to buy the printer, the 15% rebate or the $12 coupon? And you need to explain. All right, so I'm going to break it up into two parts. So I'm going to solve for printer A first. So for printer A, I know that this 15% is 0.15 as a decimal because I moved the decimal place 2 places to the left. So if I want to figure out how much I get to take off, I need to multiply the two together. So 75 times 0.15. So you get 25, 35, 37, 0 placeholder, 5 and 7. So, and I have two total decimals, so I save $11.25 from my $75, okay? Printer B, you have a $12 coupon, so you save $12. That means you get to take $12 off your total. So if I'm looking at this and I'm thinking about if I go to the store, which is a better deal for me? Well, saving $12 is better for me than saving $11.25. So it says explain, so I'm going to use a sentence, and I'm going to say the $12 coupon is better because, and I'm going to use my math to prove it. I'm going to say that $12 is greater than $11.25. Okay, and that is going to be our entire answer, and then you just have the work to support your answer as to why the 12 is greater than $11.25.
Okay, number two. By the Wayside Hotel offers 10% off their nightly rate of $89.99 if a customer stays for 3 or more nights. They also accept a $5 coupon each night for reserving the room online. If the 10% discount is applied first, what is the discounted room rate per night using both monetary incentives round to the nearest cent? So you have to make sure you apply that 10% discount first. If you take the $5 off first, your 10% discount would be incorrect. So we're going to take our 10% discount first. Remember, you have to take the percent, change it to a decimal. 10% is 0.1. So we're going to multiply 89.99 times 0.1. We have 1, 2, 3 numbers behind our decimal in our problem, so we're going to move our decimal place 3 places, and so we have 89.99. Remember, it says to round to the nearest cent, which there's only 100 pennies and a dollar. So this 9 is going to round this 9 up, which is going to round that 9 up, which is going to round the 8 up to $9. So now we have a $9 discount is our 10%. We're going to subtract that from our $89.99. Make sure you line up your decimals when you're subtracting decimals. So our 10% discount is $80.99, but we also have this $5 because we reserved online. So our total cost per night in the hotel is $75.99.
Okay, so problem number 3. A grocery store is offering 10% off all purchases if you bring your own bag to carry the groceries. If the total bill after applying the monetary incentive is $136.80, what was the amount of bill before the incentive? Okay, so this right here is very important. After the incentive. That means that we are now looking for a total. We are not looking for a piece of the total. So instead of the 10%, and that is the 10% off, we are looking for what 90% is, because that is how much that you have to pay. Okay, we paid 90%. So we're going to set this one up a little bit different. We're going to set this one up in a proportion to show you guys that you can also use proportions, and it's a little bit easier to see that we are finding the total if we set it up in a proportion. So 90 is a percent, and percent always goes over 100. This is the amount after your total, or after your discount, so that's going to go on top, because if we are looking for the total always goes on bottom, which is X, okay? So we are going to cross multiply. So 100 times $136.80. Shortcut is your decimal goes 2 places to the right. So we are left with 90X equals 13,680. Just like your equations we've been solving, you divide by 90. So I'm going to come over here, 13,680 divided by 90. Okay, 90 goes into 136 one time, that's obviously 90. So we have 46, bring down the 8. It's going to go 5 times, which is 450. We have 8, 1, bring down that 0, and it goes into 180 twice. That zeroes me out. So my amount is X equals $152, and that was our total. So our answer before the incentive was applied was D, $152.
See you tomorrow. Come to class with any questions that you may have.
Bye.